everyone, it's Saffer and I'm back with another video. So, recently Drawing Wiff Waffles uploaded a video in which she uses every single purple art supply that she owns to make an illustration of herself and some purple stuff that she likes. So, I thought that was really cool and I really wanted to do it. So today I am drawing myself with every single red art supply that I own. If you are currently wondering what is going on screen, is that your laptop? Yes, it is my laptop. And what is going on is that I had a sketch on my computer that I really wanted to transfer to a piece of paper, and I forgot to print it when I was at school. So I am using my computer screen kind of as a light table so that I can transfer the sketch onto this piece of paper. And I just wanted to show you guys because it's a neat trick that I use sometimes. And I thought that some of you guys might be able to use it as well, because I know some people don't have light boxes or they can't afford them. So if you have a laptop, you can just turn off all of the lights in your room, and then you can use the laptop to trace your drawing onto another piece of paper. And I realize now that you cannot see what is going on the sketch at all, so I am very sorry about that. I hope that you will be able to see it better now that I am going over it to make it more visible. Yeah, so I gathered all of the red art supplies I own, or technically it's not all of the red art supplies I own, it's just one of every set of art supplies or kind of art supplies. I don't have one of every set of colored pencils because, colored pencils are kind of like the same, so I just grabbed a couple colored pencils, and I didn't grab every single red marker I own. I just tried to grab one of every different kind of art supply or set or brand that I had. So first up here, I am using my color erase pencil to do the sketch for this. My red color erase pencil, which I use for everything. I really like my red color erase pencil. And for pencils, I have a couple more pencils. I have the Artisa colored pencil that I looked at in the last video I uploaded, and then I have the Koh-i-Noor magic color pencil that I got in a scrawler box, and I believe I have one more. I actually don't think so. No, that's it for colored pencils. No, untrue. I have a watercolor pencil from Faber-Castell. Yes. For markers, I have one Copic Sketch and one Copic Ciao marker, and then I have a Pro marker with a brush tip. I also have one of my Koi watercolor markers, which is really cool because it's a marker, but you can use water with it, so it's kind of like a watercolor, but it's in a marker. I really enjoy it. It's a really nice set of markers. And then I have a red permanent marker from Artline, the yellow one you can see there. I have my Faber-Castell Pit Artist brush pen, because, I love those. And then I have a cheap marker, which is from Tiger. And I have a highlighter, the Hype one that you can see there. And then I have my Staedtler Tri Plus marker. I am also using watercolor from my watercolor set. I do not know what brand this is, but I just picked the pan out of there, and that's what you see me applying right now. And then I have two different kind of inks that I put into brush pens to make them into ink brush pens. It didn't really work out the way that I wanted it to for any of them, but it's okay, it's manageable. I also have a Stabilo, I don't know how to say that, but a Stabilo Sensor fine liner, and then an Artisa fine liner that I looked at in the last video as well. And then I have a ballpoint pen from Staedtler. So these are all of the red art supplies that I could find around my art room. I might have more. I have a lot of art supplies, and I know that I definitely have a lot more alcohol-based markers that are red and colored pencils and stuff, but I just didn't want to pull a million of the same kind of supply out and they would have the same color and it wouldn't really be interesting. So this is a representative selection of my red art supplies. So the reason that I chose the color red instead of purple is because I tend to collect red art supplies, kind of like how Waffles collects purple things. I collect red things, and not just art supplies, also like real things that I use in life. And my hair is red, a lot of my clothing is red, so I figured that red would be a very fitting color for me to do this with. So on the drawing, I am wearing my new very, very nice red shirt that my mother recently gave to me because she's a darling and she buys me nice clothing sometimes, which is really sweet of her. So she just got me this new shirt and it's just so nice and I love it. So I put it on the drawing. Sadly, I don't have any red shorts. I actually do have a pair of red pants, but I guess I was just kind of in a summer mood because the weather is really good here. So I'm wearing shorts all the time, which is really nice. And then I also left myself barefooted because I really enjoy being barefoot also because summertime. Okay, so let's talk about the things that are around me. If we start in the left-hand corner, next to my face, there is a friendship bracelet that I am currently wearing, which is kind of a reddish tone. I really love to make these friendship bracelets. I really enjoy it. It's very nice if you just want to do something mindless. Next to that is one of my sketchbooks, which is really beautiful. Has very bad paper, so I rarely ever draw in it, but I do enjoy it a lot. Next to that, or underneath that, we have a roll of yarn. Is that how you say? I don't know. We have some yarn with some knitting needles in it because I really enjoy knitting. And then we have some flowers. They're just like kind of everywhere to fill out some space and to create more of a patterny effect. And then we have some strawberries because who doesn't like strawberries? And they're red. Lovely. And then we have my mug that my mother got me as well. My mother's such a lovely lady. She gets me things sometimes and I really appreciate it. She's real nice. But it's a really nice mug and it's my favorite that I have. And next to that is a tea bag because I like to make tea in my mug. And underneath the mug is my red scissors, my sewing scissors. Yes, and next to those are some buttons, like left of those. You can't see them because my hand is covering them. But I put some buttons because I like to sew and I love buttons. And then next to that are some Copic markers because I also really enjoy Copic markers. And it made sense since I included them in the supply list. Then on the other side we have some hair dye and an ice cream, some candies because I love candies. Then we have some raspberries because those are also red and I do also enjoy raspberries. And you can't really see it because my hand is covering it, but above that we have my guitar, which is also red. I've had this guitar for such a long time, but I really like it. It's a cool guitar. And then on top of the guitar is my Sherlock Holmes story book, or like it's a collection of different Sherlock Holmes short stories, and it's red and it's old and vintage, and I got it for my birthday when I turned 18 and I really liked it. It's really nice. And then on top of that is some chocolate because I love chocolate, and then there's a slushie because why not? They have nice fun colors and I enjoy slushies. And summertime, yay. Whew. I'm very hyper right now. I don't know how that happened. I guess I'm just hyped for summertime and red things and drawings and art. Yay, art. So yeah, when I wanted to do this originally, I was looking around my room to find things that were red that I could draw here. But I realized that most of the things I own that are red are big things like bikes or chairs or other things like that. I ended up including my guitar anyway because it's important to me. But most of the things that I have that are red aren't really like cute small things that I could put in here. But I did manage to come up with some things, so it worked out. In the end, I managed to use every single red art supply. Some of them I only used for like tiny parts because I didn't really want them to be super visible in this piece, like the magic pencil. I just included it because it was red and I kind of had to. But overall, I think that I was pretty successful in using the different red art supplies I had. I don't know if all of them were necessary for this piece. Maybe it would have been better with just a couple of them. It doesn't really have that much contrast. I feel like I needed some darker red supplies. Maybe I should have chosen some darker red pencils or something. But overall, I feel like this turned out to be a pretty cute piece. And if you haven't already seen it, you should go and check out the video where Waffles does this, because it is amazing, and I hope that it's okay that I borrowed your concept. But that's about it for this video, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you later.